That works out pretty well. So if I go down the middle road, I get one that helps dexterity increase this armor. They're getting their asses whooped.
You should have fled Middle-earth with the rest of your cowardly kin, while you still had the chance.
We flee from nothing, least of all you, lackey of Sauron.
Fools! I am the right hand of Sauron. I will see your precious Rivendell burning, and your mongrel father hauled before me in chains.
You will do nothing. Your plots end here.
My work is only just beginning. Do you think you two alone can hope to stop me?
They are not alone.
Don't look for your guards. They won't be coming.
Fornos means nothing. You haven't won anything here.
He's escaping! We cannot hope to follow him now.
But I can. Sorcery of Sauron! This is no natural storm! I can no longer see him. It is no use. He has escaped us for now.
Yes, but you cannot be blamed. It was bold of you to go after him alone. Indeed, though perhaps it was not the wisest course.
He summoned a storm. How can a man wield such power?
Sauron is a master of dark sorcery. He has taught these arts to mortals before. It may be that Agendar learned at the hand of the Dark Lord himself.
It's worse than just Agendar. There were orcs down below that cast spells against us. I faced more than my share of orcs, but this is the first time one's ever used sorcery against me.
This could mean Agendar has passed his knowledge on to others, even to the orcs. That would be a great evil, even for one such as he.
What was that beast he rode upon?
I cannot say. I've never seen nor heard of its like before today.
Nor have I. Perhaps the Dark Lord has bred these creatures as a challenge to my folk. I can only wonder how many of these beasts he's placed at Agendar's command.
We have to find him. Do you have any idea where he may be heading?
It is difficult to say. It might be anywhere. The Etten Wars, Wilderland, the far north. He may even return to Mordor.
That seems unlikely. He made threats against the North.
Yes, you are correct. I fear he has the means to carry out those threats.
So, what is our next move?
For my part, I would gladly join the hunt for Agendar. Yet, I have my duty to consider. I must return home to inform Lord Gwaihir of all I have learned here.
Who is this Gwaihir you speak of?
He is the Lord of the Eagles of the Misty Mountains. I am surprised you do not know his name, for the Dunedain usually know more than other men. Perhaps you know him only as the Lord of Eagles.
Ah, of course. I've heard tales of the Lord of Eagles since I was a young boy.
As his vassal, I am duty-bound to return to him. He must be informed of everything I have learned here.
Your duty to your people must come first. Good luck to you, Belleron.
Yes. Farewell, wherever you fare. Till your Eyrie receives you at your journey's end.
My thanks! Commend me to Elrond, your father, and farewell.
As for us, I believe we also have a duty to inform our allies of all we have learned.
Then we three should return to the ranger camp at San Ford. Halberard will be anxious for any news we can bring.
Aye. The Shire could still be in danger. We might be needed there.
Should you find Halberard has no pressing need of your services, I would urge you to make your way to Imladris. We may have need of your strength and resourcefulness before long.
I do not know this place, Imladris.
Ah, your pardon. You know it better as Rivendell.
What about the orcs and goblins still here at Fornost? Should we not deal with them?
Goblins are only a threat when they have a strong leader to drive them on. With their chieftain slain and Agandar fled, those few who remain in Fornost will soon fall to squabbling among themselves. And we may find more important tasks awaiting us elsewhere.
But what of Aragorn and the Hobbit he was seeking? The Black Riders may well be pursuing them. Shouldn't we try to help him?
If Aragorn has found this hobbit, it is certain they will both be bound for Imladris. He is several days ahead of us now. We shall look for him as we go, but Aragorn is resourceful. I suspect he will arrive at Imladris before we do.
Very well then. San Ford is our destination. Farewell for now.
Okay, Sonfort. I could go back to Bree. I'm gonna go back to Bree. Get some shit. Where's the blacksmith? Oh, there he is.
Back again.
I found these materials amid old kingdom ruins. I believe they might be used to make a fine weapon.
Let me see him. Oh, this is nice work. Very nice. And it does seem like you have everything you need, but I'm just not the man for this sort of thing. Maybe an elf or dwarf smith would serve you better.
That sucks. I'll probably replace that soon, so... Probably replace those two.
Welcome. What can I do for you?
How much does it cost? 504. Cheap deal. I'll buy that. I should have bought the Matham. Said it was better than mine. Man, this shop lies about shit.
Welcome.
I'm gonna go challenge that guy to a riddle. I'm staking 100 on it. Oh, he doesn't do it anymore. That's bullshit.
Bree is a pleasant enough place, but the people here mistrust my kind.
Something tells me you're not in the market for a rake or shovel.
I need a shovel. I need to bury the bodies.
I have received word through the sons of Elrond and the wandering companies telling of your valor at Fornost. You are to be commended for your skill and daring.
There are so few rangers left here now, it might be dangerous to remain. What if the Black Rider should return? Perhaps it would be best to retreat.
That would be the wise course if I thought they would return. But I am certain they did not come this far merely to slaughter a small band of Dunedain. No, I will remain here with the few we have left. We cannot hope to fight the enemy, but we still have eyes and ears to gather news of their movements.
Well, then what should we do?
I advise you to make your way to Rivendell. Aragorn will be eager to hear news of Agendaur, and he may have other tasks for you to perform. For now, the enemy seems to have turned away from the Shire.
These Black Riders, the Nazgûl, they have come a long way from Mordor. It seems strange they would travel all that way just to invade the Shire. Have you any idea why they would do such a thing?
I do know why they're here, but it is not for me to pass that knowledge on to others. Perhaps Aragorn or Elrond will tell you more when you reach Rivendell.
Travel to Rivendell? Very well, but it is a long journey. We'd best get started.
Perhaps there is something you can do for me on your way. Gladly. You have but to name it. I sent two of my rangers, Kalarin and Lewin, on patrol along the Brandywine River. They should have returned long before now. I am growing concerned for them.
They are both seasoned rangers who have served many years in this region. We can be certain they have not simply lost their way.
From which direction would they be returning? They were to follow the Brandywine north as far as the Great East Road, and from there to make their way back by passing through the Barrow Downs.
The Downs are just north of our position here.
Then we'll make our way north by way of the Barrow Downs.
Perhaps we will discover some trace of them as we travel.
You have my thanks. I know your skill as a tracker, Aradan. If Lewin and Kalarin made it as far as the Downs, you should be able to pick up their trail. Farewell.
Let's see, is there anyone who can sell us shit?
Aradan, my friend. It's good to see you alive and well. I'll admit I wasn't certain we'd meet again, but then everything seemed grim after the Black Riders broke through our guard. It was days before I could shake off the feelings of
I found these materials amid old kingdom ruins. I believe they might be used to make a fine weapon.
These are relics of our ancestors, made in a time before the lore of Numenor dimmed. If I had the use of a good smithy, maybe I could make something of worth from these, but not here in the field. If you're bound for Rivendell, you'll find skilled smiths among Elrond's folk. Try taking these to one of them.
Damn it.
I'm glad to find you all still safe. How have things been here?
Well enough. Quiet. We've seen no sign of the enemy since the attack. It's as if they have lost interest in us. Or perhaps we're beneath their notice now. But from the look of your gear, you've seen a thing or two.